of boxing media. Delighted to be joined by Spencer Fearon on this beautiful Saturday morning. Spencer, what a mad week it's been. The aftermath of the undisputed fight. People are picking holes in the win, picking holes in the loss. So that's what we're here to do, kind of react to a lot of that kind of stuff that's come from the Fury Usyk fight. I want to start off by asking you, were you surprised by the results? I think you picked Fury to win, didn't you, in a close fight?
I did. I did pick Fury to win. It was a close fight up to round 8, right? And I could actually have kind of had Fury up because of the work that Fury was doing. He was doing some really, really good work in there, especially how he was banging down to stairs to the body. But let's not take away nothing from Alexander Usyk, because I always knew that he was clever, but I just didn't think that he could outsmart Fury like that, because I know that Fury's got a very good boxing brain. But what was it, 2 days before the fight, Tony Bailey phones me and we're having a good chat. And Tony was saying to me, and fair play to Tony as well, who came on the Fight Right last week with us, me and Tundi. And he was saying, like, the guy in Usyk mentally drains you when he fights. When you fight that guy, he mentally drains you because he's such a cerebral fighter that you've got to keep up with that. And then also you got to keep up with the fact that he's throwing shots at you. And they may not be hard shots in the beginning, but he's just getting his range before he can land those hard shots on you. And that's what he did. So all the credit in the world should be given to Alexander Usyk.
He said all week, I'm not going to leave you alone. And by the looks of it, he was basically giving away his tactics, which were that I'm going to be on you for the full fight. And that's pretty much what he did. Obviously, you've been a boxer before. How easy or hard is it for a guy his size to be walking down a guy that's got like 4 or 5 inches on him and loads of weight?
Well, the thing about it is this, there've been bigger weight disparities in the past. I mean, but the way how he fights, the way how he picks his shots, the way how he lines up stuff, he's so clever. Because like from early, he was jabbing Fury's body, yeah? And I was saying, look, he's looking to throw the overhand left from his southpaw position. Now I'm going to say, similarly to you young kids, please, I beg. I had this conversation with a good trainer of mine and friend Dave Pereira, and he was saying this could be like when Michael Spinks in 1987 fights Jerry Cooney and he starts to chop him down. That's for the People's Championship, if you guys don't know, right? But it was a lineal heavyweight championship, and he just chops him down. Jerry Cooney was a really big guy, and Jerry Cooney he was a hellacious puncher with a left hook. And it was kind of very, very similar round 9. Like when Usyk like laid it on him, right? Because you could see he was looking from the get-go to throw the power shot left hand. And he was catching Fury with it a couple times. He caught him a couple times with it in the 8th round as well. But how he opened up there, it was like different class, man. Different class.
Teddy Atlas brought up a really good point, and I watched it back just to get my own opinion on it. Around the round, was it 8 or 9? He hit Fury. When Tyson's on the ropes, I think literally a second. He's got at least a second or half a second where Usyk could have thrown another couple of backhands in, but he pulls back. He's almost waiting for the referee to stop the fight, but the referee does the count. It's an incredible moment. If you watched it slow down, you can actually see Usyk. He obviously has Tyson hurt, but he basically pulls back. He doesn't go in for the finish. It just shows what a remarkable human being is, because I feel like the way he stopped, he almost kind of didn't want to do serious damage.
Yeah, mate, you know what? I hear that, and that's nice. What he did, because that was very gentlemanly of him, because he was waiting for the referee to say, oh, come on, ref, come in and do something. And the referee didn't do something. But you know what? It all adds to the intrigue that we get this rematch in October.
Talking of the rematch, I spoke to a few people since. Dominic Ingle made the point that he felt. In fact, I'll tell you, Dominic and Johnny, I spoke to them at length. Dominic said that
I watched both interviews, man.
So the two key points I picked up from both. Dom said that he felt Tyson didn't have the fitness to find that second phase attack because whenever he hurt Usyk, he never did nothing after that. Johnny basically said that Tyson's on the decline and he hasn't got it in him to do that. So, what do you make of them two observations?
I think it's both have valid points, right? What I would say is this: those three fights with Deontay Wilder, right? Both of these men have left something of themselves inside those three fights. I was thinking this before, and because I like Tyson Fury, even though he can say some bizarre stuff, but he's a human being. But I was just so impressed with the fact that when he did start going, he was really going. When he was throwing off the shots, he was really putting his shots together. I'm talking about Tyson Fury, because I was thinking like, right, this fight could actually end in round 5, and it didn't. You know what I mean? It didn't, and Usyk sucked it up. Usyk sucked up some really, really hard shots downstairs to the body. Horrible right uppercut that took him, that like almost wouldn't take off anyone else's head. And it, and the fact of that fight, why it was so good to me, was that both men knew the importance of becoming undisputed heavyweight champion of the world was. But I am going to say, like, the 3 fights with Deontay Wilder, right, as far as I'm concerned, have taken something from Tyson Fury.
Does that take it away from Usyk? Though? Does that take away the limelight?
No way. No way does it take away anything from Alexander Usyk, because you have to look at the things what that man has done, from him becoming undisputed cruiserweight champion, right? Then moving up, right? And having a fight with Chaz Witherspoon, right? Big up Chaz Simmons anyway if he's watching, right? Chaz Witherspoon, Derek Chisora, and Derek Chisora gave him a run, right? He did. The 2 fights with Joshua, right? Where in my mind he was a comprehensive winner in both of those fights. Daniel Dubois, not so little lackluster, but he stuck in there. And Daniel Dubois is a very, very strong unit of a human being. And then to go in there and fight Tyson Fury, all the credit in the world ×2 should be given to Alexander Usyk.
Because the point I was going to make, Spence, when Usyk beat AJ twice, everyone was saying, "Oh, AJ's finished, his time's done, and he needs to retire." And they were taking the limelight away from Usyk's win. He beat obviously Fury, and everyone's saying, Fury's didn't have much left in him after the Wilder fights. Does it kind of take away? Because it kind of,
No.
I don't know, does it not discredit? Could it not just be Usyk's?
Listen to what I'm saying to you, yeah? Let's not take away nothing from Alexander Usyk. And even more so, we've got to say, look at what Tyson Fury did against Ngannou, and look how Anthony Joshua dealt with Ngannou, right? That is just it, as far as I'm concerned, right? And I do know that styles make fights, but what I'm not going to do, just like everybody's doing, I'm not going to rubbish Tyson Fury, because just the other day, Tyson Fury was the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, he comes up second best to Usyk, and now he's rubbish. Don't talk nonsense, man. Tyson Fury's badass. Tyson Fury is a supreme heavyweight, right? But Alexander Usyk, every now and then we get the cosmic alignments of the stars, and we get a special one. And this man here is a special one. And he's very scientific, and he's very technical. And not only that, this is the next thing. There's been no cutting off corners with him, because when you do things, sometimes it's not gonna, what you do right now, it's the ripple effect that can catch up to you later. And maybe certain things in Tyson Fury's lifestyle and everything else has caught up with him. But you know what I mean? You got hit flush by Francis Ngannou, who is a ridiculously strong man, right? The 3 fights, like I say, with Deontay Wilder, has most probably taken its toll on him, right? But do I think like Tyson Fury is done. If he has desire to want to say he wants to still compete, then it's not done. But if he hasn't got the desire, then it's going to be done for him. It's whether you got the desire.
What
People
you
too ready. Listen, and the next thing, it's like, I'm just going to keep this thing totally 100. Yes, it was a stupid thing what Tyson Fury said after the fight, right? But nobody seems to be alluded to touch on it, right? Simon Jordan and Frank Warren were going back and forth, and nobody didn't mention that after the fight. He mentioned the fact of what Tyson Fury said about, you know, maybe there's a bit of favoritism because his country's at war, right? Now let us just imagine this part here, yeah. Let's turn the page. Just imagine if Anthony Joshua, at the end of the second fight with Alexander Usyk, yeah, in Saudi Arabia, where everyone says he's cracking up, he's having this mental breakdown and all the rest of it. Just imagine if Anthony Joshua said that. You know what I mean? Just imagine. And I also do believe how people have turned on Tyson Fury now is similar to what happened with Anthony Joshua, but I think it's been heightened by the things of John Fury. And that's not me being critical of John Fury. I'm just telling you how it is, right? Of John Fury, I think the behavior, how it goes is this: is like, you show me your company, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. And we are judged by the company that we keep. You know what I mean? We're judged by our surroundings and the people who are around us. You know what I mean? And we could get the backlash of that. You know what I mean? Do I think that Tyson Fury is a bad person? No, I don't. He's actually a nice guy. Do I think that John Fury is a bad person? No, I don't. John Fury is actually a nice guy. But unfortunately, when you throw a camera on John Fury, he becomes this megalomaniac, right? He becomes this megalomaniac simply because he can be vicarious and live through his son, because his son's accomplished everything that was in his wildest dreams. His son's accomplished because he didn't accomplish it in the profile. So you get that way. Do you know what I mean? And to be immersed in it, to know that to be immersed in it, knowing that that's your son, there is nothing more proud that you can have than your son do, because a real father wants his son to do way better than he. So his wildest dreams have just been accomplished by Tyson Fury.
what you
But I
saying?
do believe there is a slight form of prejudice to Tyson Fury because he's a traveler, right? Right? I'm going to be real. I do think there is. But I don't think the behavior of, you know, what was happening, that debacle that happened, I don't think that helped.
Are you saying if it was a non-traveling person involved in a headbutt incident, it wouldn't have been as bad?
No. What I believe is that there's a general consensus that we must have as human beings with our behavioral patterns, right? And when a general consensus goes against the grain, then you are thuggish, because it can be looked at as like, what is disgusting is disgusting. I still understand John Fury's behavior, but I don't. But you know what I mean. But I condemn it. I don't condone it. I condemn that behavior, right? But what I'm trying to say is this: Saudi Arabia is trying to revamp itself from, you know. So what went on there, when you're getting paid millions and millions of pounds, that wasn't called for. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be real, but I'm not going to shit on John Fury because I know John Fury personally. And John Fury, like I said, he's really, really cool. But sometimes you just put a camera on him and he just loses his blinking head.
What can I ask you about?
And that's that.
What you saying about the cornerback? Because that's been a big debate as well. Three voices, people, you know, different instructions being passed. That's what people are saying. You know, what's your observations of that? Because I know Tyson has had 3 trainers in the corner before, and no doubt, if you want, I'm guessing people want to raise this issue.
Was it September 21 when Anthony Joshua fought Usyk, right?
Yeah, he had 3 trainers. Yep.
Right. I said the same thing I said then, and I went in hard. But listen, I love that guy for Anthony Joshua. People misconstrue it. Oh, he's hating. Like, no, I'm speaking my mind. Right? Exactly the same thing. Right? There was too much. Listen, I have never seen an entourage in a corner like that. Because I saw Andy Lee there, right? I saw Shane there. I saw the other brother there. You know what I mean? I saw John Fury there. Did I mention Andy Lee already? Right. So I saw a plethora of people in that corner. You know what I mean? I thought under the ruling systems of the world governing bodies that you're only allowed 4 people. You know what I mean? Maximum. So when I saw that, I'm thinking like, "Rah, what's going on there?" That was too many people, and there was too much voices. And the next thing is this: there should have just been one voice. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be real, and this is no slant on Sugar Hill, because when you're involved in the game, you have to play the game because it's the game, right? So I've seen how Sugar Hill's demeanor is around John Fury, right? Because John Fury, when he's there, John Fury, John Fury's the boss, right? It's my son. No one can't tell me that's my son. So Sugar Hill, on certain things, should be able to say, look, all right, everyone, just hold it down now. I've got this, right? He shouldn't have to say that in the corner. That conversation should have happened when they were in the changing room. You know what I mean? That conversation should have happened when, you get what I'm trying to say to you?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, but whose
Right,
fault was
but
that?
he didn't. And that's because when you're a trainer, you're easily replaced. I want you to know that. So sometimes you are like treading on eggshells, because that's what it is as a trainer. You're treading on eggshells. So you don't want to upset no one because people want to get rid of you. And like, you know what I mean? And you being a trainer of the little heavyweight champion of the world, WBC champion of the world, you're getting financially rewarded very, very well. Right. I know you love the game and everything else, but let's be real. Money plays a massive part in it, right? Because if it was somebody else that you wouldn't be taking that. If it was a guy that was a little 8-round fighter trying to come for you, wouldn't be taking that. So it is a business, so I get it. But on certain times, you got to stand your ground. And he should have been the only voice in that corner, right? He should have been the only voice in that corner. But that was where the panic comes in. So when you're hearing voices from all over the place, who are you going to centralize on? Who? And these are the exact same words that I said to you on your channel when Andy Josh should come at second best. I feel he had too much voice in the corner. There was way too many voices in that corner. You know what I mean? Right? And it wasn't voices of confidence. Those voices were coming out of desperation. There's a difference. If I'm saying I'm hearing way too many voices, but it's voices of confidence. It was voices of encouragement. Come on, champ. We got this, champ. Beautiful, champ. We're going through. We're doing different. You know why? You hear all that. You take the compliments. And then at the same time, when you're taking the compliments, you're going to take the instructions from who's telling you or who's instructing you to do what you're going to go do. I revert back on many times. I always say, go and watch Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler, April 6, 1987, sorry, right? And Leonard had a terrible round 5 after boxing Hagler's ears off, right? And Leonard went back to the corner, he sat down, and he had two guys in his corner, Dave Jacobs and Mike. It was Dave Jacobs. That was one started talking. Old guy with bald head, right? And he jumps up and he goes, "Ray, don't let them draw you into being a punching bag." All the rest of it. Angelo Lundy, the famous trainer, the great man who used to train Muhammad Ali, just turned around and said to Dave Jacob, "Bro, quiet. He said, Ray, you got to be sharper, you got to be quicker, change the whole game. One voice, but the voice has to come from authority. Sugar Hill is a fantastic trainer, but he should have been the only voice in that corner.
I've got one last question for you. I'm going to ask for a short answer because I've got to run.
So do I.
Jack Cattrall, Josh Taylor tonight. Spence, has been a great chat, but I can't let you go without getting a really quick prediction on that fight.
Cattrall, 115, 113 across the board.
Interesting. Is that based on both men being at the best, or do you think Josh Taylor's fight won, or what's that based
on? No. Cattrall beaten the first time. I like Josh Taylor, but I'm just keeping this real. Cattrall beaten the first time. Cattrall's is deceptively good, right? He's not like, oh my goodness gracious, you watch him. No, he's deceptively good. You know what I mean? He's like little drops of water in a pint glass, and you drip it long enough, the glass gets full, and that's Jack Cattrall. Very, very effective. You've got a very, very smart team around him. Jamie Moore, Nigel Travis. He's got a good team around him. He's got very clever guys around him, and that's why I see him coming out victorious. Simple as that. I see him coming out victorious, but I could see 115, 113 in his favor. I don't even think maybe he can even stop him, but I'd rather go for points because you're dealing with a former undisputed world champion. in a 4 belt weight era in Josh Taylor. So I got Catterall winning that fight, but we never know. When we speak tomorrow morning, we will know the result.
Let's see, Spencer. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'll catch up with you later in the week as a 5v5 fight week starts.
Thank you very much. And also, can I say a really massive big up to my brother from another mother, JP, Tion, and Almadina 313. We're and the Point charity. We're feeding the homeless Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday of this week. So, a new week. So massive thank you to them, and also doing a couple old people's homes as well. So massive thank you to Almadina 313 for all their help and support. Because all it is a phone call to them. They ask me what I need, and they supply it for me. So alhamdulillah. Nice one, bro.
Big up to you, Spencer. Thank you, my man.
Thank you, man.